Guys and girls, my name's Jamie. Welcome to the 2021 Shore and Partners 20 Beaches Ocean Classic. We're down here at Long Reef. There's been some honking southerly conditions overnight. We got plenty of swell, plenty of wind. Watch this space because there's going to be some epic racing coming your way. Alrighty, guys and girls, this morning down here I've managed to catch up with JR. JR, how you going, mate? Great to see you.
Good to meet you, James.
You too, bud, you too. So look, why don't you share with everyone a little bit about, I guess, the foundation and a little bit of history about the event for the newcomers to the sport.
No worries. The event actually has a long history. It's actually the longest lasting ocean surf ski race in Australia. Originally it was run from Manly to Palm Beach, but it's a little shorter now, but still the essence of the 20 beaches along the Northern Beaches coastline. In recent years I got involved, and the 20 Beaches Foundation actually runs this race now. The 20 Beaches Foundation is a not-for-profit foundation with the purpose of taking care of our beautiful environs here on the Northern Beaches. So fantastic. Taking care of what we love to paddle on. And in recent years, we've got some great sponsors and got a great team behind it. And I think it's going from strength to strength, as is paddling at the moment. We've got big numbers this year, and it is interesting because we've got no one coming from interstate, really, not many, and no one coming from overseas. And yet we've got the biggest numbers we've ever had. So just shows how people are excited about ocean sports.
It's always a pleasure to catch up with my mate, Dean Gardner. How you going, buddy?
Very well, thanks, Jamie.
Good to see you, mate. Now look, two-time winner of the 20 Beaches, 9-time winner of the Molokai, massive history and icon within the sport. But today, you're mixing it up, mate. Tell everyone what you're going to be paddling.
Yeah, so today I'm doing it on double ski. I have done this race in the past on a double ski with Yanda before and another girl, Sarah, and we've done pretty well in it. So awesome. This year I'm doing it with a legend Ironman called Max Brooks from Newport.
Perfect.
And so I'm looking forward to that. So, having that power on the back and the young fitness on the back, should make us go pretty well. Yeah, so we've brought the race forward to sort of try and fit into the less wind window of today. Like, it blew its head off last night.
Yep.
And it's going to look like it's going to blow its head off again this afternoon. So we've got a bit of a gap here to sort of run the event. We expect the slowest guys to be around the 2.5 hour mark, and that'll get us wrapped up before lunch.
Perfect.
And before the swell gets too big, and looking at the forecast, I think we're going to be fine.
Awesome, mate. And look, obviously an event like this doesn't happen on its own. It takes not just a fantastic team of individuals, but also sponsors as well. What do you want to mention on that front? Yeah,
well, this event is incredible. It has such great support. Obviously Shore and Partners, who are the naming rights of the event, but then you've got Prime 100, Fitness First, and KPMG, and then all the smaller sponsors as well. The brand sponsors, the craft, the people that get behind this event are fantastic.
Girls, catching up with Jackson Colin, put it there, bud.
Yeah.
How's things been going, man?
Really good. Good.
You've been training up a storm, I hear, on the K1s and with the boys over at Bondi?
Yeah, mostly in the K1. So
awesome.
Really focusing on my kayaking this season. So it's been really good. But I've done a lot of paddling, done a lot of kilometres in the Cooks.
Awesome.
It's been really good.
So look, some epic conditions lining up today.
Yeah.
How do you think you're going to go? There's going to be honking winds. There's going to be plenty of swell.
Yeah.
What's your gut feel? How do you reckon you're going to go?
First thing, I was very nervous last night about it potentially being moved to the flat. You know, everyone thinks that because I'm a kayaker, I'd want to race in the flat, but I don't want to do that. It's really hard when it's in the flat water. So, you know, I'm very happy that it's here and it's in the surf, and you know, the swell looks like you can see it on the horizon. It looks pretty solid. So hopefully a bit of it rolls in and we can catch a bit of it. So, you know, the further into the race we get, you know, I think the more wild the wind is going to get, and the bigger the surf is going to get. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So,
excellent.
You know, there's going to be some really good paddlers here, so it's going to be tough.
So you reckon it's going to be you and Corey shoulder to shoulder?
I hear that. You know, I'm pretty sure Corey's here. I don't know who else is here, but I know that there's definitely some good paddlers in Sydney. I don't know if anyone else is flying down from Queensland, but it's, you know, at a bare minimum, you know, Corey's going to be right up there pushing the pace. I'm expecting that there's going to be a fair few others. You know, Oscar Jones had a really good race a couple of weeks ago up at Swansea. He had a really good hit out. So did
Corey, right?
Yeah. Greg Tobin had a really good race. So did Luke Morrison. So there's going to be some, you know, guys are paddling really well. So it's going to be hot.
There's a pile of depth in the talent pool.
Yeah.
Awesome,
yeah. Those top few guys are doing pretty well.
Wishing you all the best out there today, mate.
Yeah. No, thank you very much.
Rip in.
Yeah, I will.
Ladies and gents, I've tracked down two-time winner Corey Hill. Put it there, mate. How are you?
Not too bad. And yourself?
Good to have you over here in New South Wales. One of the only Queensland, you know, high-profile paddlers that have managed to cross the border.
Yeah.
Did you have to hide in the back of a truck to get across, or what did you do?
Something like that. No, to be honest, it wasn't too hard to get across the border. Our problem is now getting home, but it looks like well done to everyone getting their vaxes done, and looks like we'll be able to get home very soon. And it's also looking like next year in the world of surf sports and surf ski racing, it looks like it's going to be massive, and everyone's going to come out of their woodworks and have some races.
But what do you think for like someone with a great history with this event? I mean, do you want to give away a little bit of a game plan? How are you going to race to suit the conditions?
Yeah, see, today we've got quite a strong sou'wester, so I think I'm going to try and stay in a little bit closer just to come back out with that sou'west at the end, and not burn your bickies too early to try and have to fight it back at the end. So that would be my advice to a lot of the people, you know, just doing it to complete it as well. Make sure that you're safe and comfortable within distance of the shore. So again, I'm just really looking forward to getting out there and racing, and you know, sometimes get carried away racing, so we might all go not to plan because race is a race.
Well, I don't want to put any extra pressure on you, but I've been chatting with a few people.
Yeah.
There's quite a few people with you in their crosshairs today, mate. So paddle hard and rip in.
Unreal. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Ladies and gents, catching up with David Heathcote, paddler and sponsor from KPMG. How you going, bud? Put it there.
Good. Yeah. Good to see you,
Good
Jamie.
to see you too. So, David, why don't you share just a little bit about the history with KPMG and the sponsorship of this awesome event?
Yeah, well, this is our third year that we've actually sponsored the event, and it's always been a privilege. We really like the values of this event. It's diverse, it's inclusive. We've always had equal prize money for males and females. There's been good participation across all ages.
Yep.
And there's a really good community feel. There's sponsorship or support for local charities as well.
Yep.
So Gotcha for Life, and yeah, just a great bunch of people. And I think importantly for me, particularly during COVID, surf ski's just taken off enormously, and it's great for mental health and well-being.
100%.
And that's something that's really important that everyone supports.
100%, mate. I'm a big supporter of the guys at Gotcha for Life and Lifeline. I actually lost a friend of mine a few years back to suicide, and when you look around today and you just mentioned it before, the inclusivity, it's not just one demographic or age group. You've got all the young guys coming through, you've got the 50 plus guys that are out there cracking it.
Including me.
Yeah, 100%. And look, a bunch of great talented women paddlers as well.
Yeah.
So mate, you nailed it when you said about the inclusivity of the sport. It's fantastic to see.
Yeah, loving it, and it's going to be a cracking day, and yeah, KPMG really enjoys being part of it as well.
Beautiful, good stuff. Well, look, wish you all the best out there.
Thanks,
Great
Jamie.
having a chat, and I'll keep an eye out for you on the finish line.
Yeah, look forward to it. Cheers.
Brilliant.
Thanks, everyone.
Guys and girls, we're here on the finish line. Jacko, congratulations, mate. You got there, number one. How did it feel?
Tough.
Slog?
Tough.
Big slog?
No, it was actually really fun. It was really fun. For most of it, it was a really good challenge. Corey and I were really close the whole way.
Yeah, look, we kept on swapping and changing. We were inside, outside. I think there must have been a little bit of mind games there to show each other that we were still there. So I was really happy with the race, and I know Jacko's paddling really strong.
100%.
So congratulations to him, and looking forward to probably a couple more years of that. I know there's a couple of guys from Queensland paddling really well as well. So
beautiful.
Next year when we all come together, I mean, that Australian Ocean Racing Series, 20 beaches, the Doctor next year, it's all going to be hotly contested.
On like Donkey Kong.
Oh, completely.
What was your highlight of the race, mate? What section sort of stood out for you as a bit of a...
Oh, I think there was a section probably 8k in where probably from 8 to 10k where it felt like we were just flying.
Yeah.
It was really fun, and
yeah.
Probably from the 8k mark right up until the point where we hooked around, it just felt like we were hardly paddling, and for what paddling you did do, you got rewarded a lot. So it was really enjoyable.
Excellent. Oh, well, look, congratulations, guys. Awesome effort, both of you. And I'm looking forward to catching you again in 2022 for a massive year.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Well done.
Cool.
It's here with our first lady across the line, Gemma. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. How did it feel for you out there? What was the biggest challenge?
Yeah, it was a really good race out there. I was really looking forward to the race, and I think there was a lot of anticipation last night, not knowing what the final course would be for today, but I'm so glad we're able to race out in the ocean. It was unreal runs for pretty much 18k the race, and then that last bit around Barrenjoey headland back into the wind, that was definitely the hardest part right at the finish.
Just what you need at the finish
I
line,
know,
isn't it?
exactly right. No, I really enjoyed it out there. It was, you're able to surf the runs really well and link them all up, and the wind was behind you pretty much the whole way.
So Gemma, look, congratulations again on an epic event, and look forward to seeing you in 2022.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Catching up with our third place skater, Brianna, congratulations.
Thank you.
How did it feel out there?
Yeah, that was super fun. I haven't done 20 beaches before, so I wanted to give like the iconic event a go, and it was epic. It didn't disappoint. There was some really good runs, basically the whole way until the last K. I couldn't have asked for a better race. Really lucky to have some good paddlers here today. You know, Gemma winning and Hannah Minogue second, and you know, I'm really happy to be up and amongst it all, in the likes of such legendary paddlers.
It's the story behind the story, and we've got a cracking story here, and I think maybe a first time ever in the history of the race. We've got a father and son team. We've already had a chat with Jacko, who's come in first across the line, but Danny, you've come in first in what division?
The old boys race.
The old boys, put it there, legend.
I think it's over 50s.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's a pretty strong field, the over 50s. So there's
100%.
some really good paddlers.
100%. So do you guys have like a battle? Do you like go training together and slog it out? Or?
No.
Not anymore.
Jacko's too used to.
Yeah, used to all the time, and then our training groups split.
Okay.
So, but we're used to it. It was good fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So how long did it take until you realised, I think he's got me? How old was he until you went, I think the writing's on the wall?
I reckon about 18.
Yeah.
So at about 18 he was just too strong.
Awesome. So what was the highlight of the race for you?
Probably two for me. One is that it was a proper ocean race. So fantastic to the organisers to decide to run it in those conditions. So brilliant that we had proper ocean racing conditions. So it was fantastic. And then I think the last bit where you kind of had to grit your teeth into the wind to get home. So I there's the side of me that loves the hard stuff. So that bit was really difficult.
You're one of those sucker for punishment.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, look, congratulations. Excellent effort again.
Great.
Jacko, well done, mate.
Thank you very much.
Take care.
You.
Good eye.
The Shore and Partners 2021 20 Beaches Ocean Classic has been an iconic event. We've had unbelievable conditions. We ended up tipping the scale between the 25 to 30 knot breeze. Absolutely spectacular, with races finishing in record time of 1 hour and 19 minutes. It's been one of the best races that we have seen on the paddling agenda in a long time, and it's so good to be back.